Okay, so here's movie number 4, and so here's what we have so far. We've got each piece is basically a quadrant going around the model. As you can see, I also added some mill grain right here, which again is just the same thing. Extract an ISO curve. In this case, it's this blue one. Go ahead and put that on red, I guess. Turn on red. So we went ahead and did that, and it starts from here and goes around here. And then we have a shape here. And to do this shape, here's what I did. I don't know if I still have the curves or not for that, but here's the whole idea. We go project is on, do arc, not arc direction, and let's turn off any snaps. Come around this way, like so. And then I went ahead and made an arc that started out here, came over here and went out this way. Okay. And then went ahead and made an arc going out, I believe, this way. And then, of course, we go blend here to here. Blend, oops, blend, and then blend from so that's essentially the feel of that. Let's go join, because here's the shape here. I just built it down further, but there's how that went together. And then, of course, we go project onto this surface. That one's fine. And let me hit enter. And there it is on the outside now. It's right on the surface. Okay. And then we go to Tools and go to Surface Pullback. There's the curve. There's the surface. We want to make sure which way the direction arrows are facing. So we go Utilities, Direction. They're facing out, which is exactly what we want. And the drop depth then, and let's go ahead and go to wireframe. This yellow is the drop depth. Okay, so however far we want that. We don't need a cap. We don't really need it beveled. So we hit apply. And it goes ahead and does the inset for us. Excuse me. So there's that. And I went ahead and, of course, filleted the edge. Can't help it. Setting it up for the render. Okay. So now these flowers are simply the flowers from before, made very small. Hopefully they'll mill or grow, whatever we're going to do here. And then I made these flowers. And I'll make one super quick here just because I've already done the other flower. Or actually these are leaves, sorry. I did these leaves. And let's go ahead, we'll just go to, well, We'll go to yellow. We do an arc. We mirror the arc. We go ahead and blend this end like so, and we may want to turn those on and move these out to make this end a little pointier, like that, something like that. And then I'm going to blend here. Okay, and let's go ahead and select this, join it, split it with a point right there. Let's go arc direction right about here to, why do I have center? Alright, there we go. And then I'm just going to make a kind of a wavy profile like this. Orient 2 points, 1, 2, down here to the end, 1, 2. Okay, so now what do we have? We have this, and we go sweep 2 here to a point, and that point is right there, and there's that. Then we take this one and we go extrude just one direction down, and then we blend from here, enter, to here and here, and then we throw that away, and there is our join. There's our leaf, and we can just simply cap this thing. Okay, so there's our 3D leaf, and then I just scaled these and rotated them and put them up here. It was just no big secret. Okay, so I went ahead and just, you know, I'll do one, I guess, real quick. And 3D scale. Right. And if this is coming down on this way, 3D scale again. And we come on down here, and then there's a surface floor in there somewhere. We just come in here, go there, and yes, you can use flow or whatever you want. I was not that concerned about this, and there it is, it's in there. Okay, and then locate the flowers and so on. Okay, so that's how all these little parts were made. And like I say, I ran some mill grain around here, and right now I have this model set up such that it is well, it's part of its, that's set up in half basically. So here's the, again, here's the little flowers and so on. Next is the section along here. And where's, oh, I don't have my pictures. Let me, oh, I do have my pictures. Where'd they go? There it is. Okay, so here we have basically, like I say, I know a lot of this would be done on the bench or whatever, but I just model stuff. So here's how you would make these, and it's just these cut-ins. So I made puffy shapes, PSs as we call them in the business. Alright, and at some point, the pattern changes. So here's how I did it. Let's turn off all the metal. I made a red line here and a red line here, and the way I do that is with the line tool. So you go line tool, and you snap near to this thing without project on, and we go both sides equals yes, and so you just make a line. Okay, and we go ahead and go surface sweep 1. Here's the there. Alright, none. Alright, so we have a duplicate of that. Here we go again. Okay, so now let's take this one and join them. And sweep 1, and we go from there to there. And we sweep a surface. Let's put that on yellow. Okay, then we select the surface, go to create UV curves, enter, and there's our piece that we're going to build on right there. Okay, at that point these things are kind of, let's find the middle of this. Okay. And next we're going to go ahead and make a rounded rectangle. So rounded right there and right there, and then we move in and it's rounded. Okay, then I'm going to snap a line across the midpoint, and I'm going to snap a line here. Holding down shift for ortho, and there we go. Okay, the whole goal of this is to make a puffy shape, and the way I like to do that is, this is a bit tall. Let's go down a little here. Okay, and then we go here, on out this way, and actually I want this to be moved from here to here. There. Okay, then we go blend from here to here. I don't know why that went up there, but it did. There we go. Alright, so we don't need any of this. There's the whole point of this whole exercise, is that right there, join. Okay, then we go to surface and rail revolve right here, profile here, rail here, go from here, and then over here we go straight down, and it makes a puffy shape. Okay. At this point, we're going to array this thing, and let's work positive to negative. So let's come over here. And what do we got here on the end? Alright, these start out on the slant. So let's go ahead and let's array these though. Let's go here, array, number in the X direction, no idea, 24, Y, Z. Here's the spacing. These things are basically as wide as they are wide. Okay, and that's not enough. 24, let's just go 32. A little overkill, but that'll work. And then we hit enter, and we get rid of what we don't want. And wow, I don't know that I could have done that again. Okay. Then we'll take some of these, and we'll slant them. So we're going to go shear. So here's shear. Origin point this way, and oops, wrong way. I always do that. We're going to shear it from here past here, and then which way? This way. Alright, so there's shear, and history was on. So, since it came from the original one, they all sheared. How do you like that? That's the beauty and the agony of history. Oh, yeah, that's a pretty good quote. Okay, and let's do all of these except for the last one. And we shear, and we go this way, and this way. Whoa. And that's all good. Let's actually move this over to there. And we'll move this over to there. Which one do I got? Oh, okay. Alright, that's fine. Okay, so next we'll work on this one here. And let's go ahead and make it wider. And then in the same time, we will go to taper, and the taper axis will be here, and then out here, and you want to make sure that you say flat equals yes, or it'll taper in both viewports. And at that point, we taper that like so, and fit it right there. So there's that one that fills that. And on purpose, I did not do this one. And what we'll do is we'll taper this. And I always get this mixed up. Let's see how we do. We'll taper from this corner on out this way, on out this way. Yeah. And we do that. Man, it looks like their taper has a little bit of problem in version 4 here. You know, besides taper, you could do cage edit too. Bounding box, bang, 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 and you know, we could grab that, and actually, that's too many. That's too many. Let's do this again. Let's go here. Cage edit, bounding box, point count 2. 2. And this is going to change the degree to 1, which is fine. And we can just grab this corner and move that. So, if you like that better, you can do it that way too. That's cage. Anyway, there is that section. And again, we go history. And from the end, we would select, there's my cage box, this, flow along surface, flow along surface. The base surface is non-existent. Oops. We gotta click here, explode, 1, 2, surface sweep 2, here and here. We did flow. I just can't help it. I just keep flowing stuff. Flow along surface, corner, corner. And then of course we're going to mirror that to the other side of the vertical. And it's flowing its little brains out here. Okay, so there's that. And it's all up there, right or wrong. It's all up there. Okay, so there's that section of it, and that's how I did that. Let's get rid of these. Okay, so there's all those pieces. There's where they meet. And then I just did a tube. Actually, you know what I did here? I remember this. I wanted this rounded for the render, and I discovered that when I cut it, it wouldn't fillet right here. The fillet kept freaking out. And so what I did is I just went ahead and said, okay. So first I said, okay. And then I went ahead and did this. Right? And then I went ahead, just because I'm that kind of guy, and I made this match this angle. And I basically took and trimmed this. Oh, whatever. Oh, that's alright. There we go. Oops. So blend. So you get the idea. And then this came out. And I extruded this and cut it. Join, solid, extrude, both directions. There. So that was the cutter that I made to cut that indent right there, which is on the original ring. Right there. And okay, so that takes us up to where we need to do two more things. Number one is we need to put down the engraving that is up here, and I suppose there's all sorts of ways to do that. I, of course, tend to, I guess you can look at this one of two ways. It's a puffy surface, and we could cut in this piece, okay, or we can, and cut this in, or we can make it raised up, and make it domed and then not use this surface. Beats me. So I think we'll make that live, and I think I'll make it raised up because I just can't help it. And then the last thing that I noticed that is kind of confusing for me as far as how this would really look, but we've got this piece coming up. Oh, let me say this too. Sorry, I was rambling. This piece here, you remember the surface that we swept to begin with? Well, I went ahead and just scaled one in smaller and then lofted between them. So I actually made a section here that this fits into, just so it has some something to hold the ring together over there, you know. And then these things are just sitting on top of it, so that's fine. And then we need to cut a groove in this, which I guess we'll do here momentarily. So we'll do that, because I'm just looking at this groove right here. Okay. It's a bit deceiving when you look at this thing, because it looks like there's no space here, but here there's quite a bit of space, and that's why I have space right there. But without regards to that, okay, so up here on the top, I want to go ahead and click on this and say split. No. Let's click on this and hit explode. As a matter of fact, let me put this on a different layer. Alright, so there's that. And explode. 9 poly surfaces. What do we got? Yes, of course. They're all separate. Alright. So I don't really want to do this that way. Let's undo that. Undoing explode. So we're back together here. And the reason I don't want to do that is I don't want to mess with all that polysurface business. So let's go ahead and turn all this off, and this off, and the stone. And let's go ahead and pick this curve. Okay, so we picked the outside curve, and we're going to go to offset, T for through point, and I just want to be up let's see, I guess right about there. Okay, and then we have a curve here, and we will offset it the same amount. Alright, then we'll take these two curves and we will project them onto this surface like so, and there we go. So those are yellow as well. So let's get rid of that blue surface, and let's get rid of all these down here. And there's the upper ones. And this one we will fillet corners. I just type this one sometimes. 0.1, enter. Some segments were not filleted. If they are too small to fillet, then they won't. Okay, there we go. Alright, so we're all good there. And let's bring this back. And let's go ahead and extract an ISO curve. Oh, no, we can dupe edge. Dupe edge right there. Okay, that's on yellow. That's good. So we get rid of that. Get rid of green. And this one is going to get split by these two. And we throw away what we don't need. There's the top surface that I'm interested in. So we go surface sweep to 1, 2, right there, and run that right around there. And what is this? This is a valid poly surface with 3 surfaces. Why is that 3? Explode. Well, I didn't see that coming. Well, shoot. let's see. Looks like we have a hard corner somewhere. No, maybe not. Alright, so there's that and there's that.